The gate was €1,044,501. And the bonuses, fight of the night was Dill versus Dolby. Performance of the night, Breeze and Siri.
I've had to fight in hostile territory a lot. I've always had to basically fight in someone else's hometown or never my own hometown. And it was interesting. The crowd was not like nothing I've ever heard before. Like when we were facing off, it was deafening. So it was a bit of an experience, but I just tried to tell myself to let it go and just keep my head in it and not freak out.
There was a lot of pressure for me personally. You know what happens when you lose three in a row in the UFC? You could get your walking papers, so I needed to make sure I got that win. You know, I got a little munchkin on the way in a few months' time, so I needed that money. So, but yeah, there was definitely pressure coming into the fight. You know, a lot of fighters can hide that, you know, but they're going through the exact same as you are, and you know, he came in there hungry. He was off for a long time, and technically I should have went in there and finished him, but I never. So I'm still here, so that's all that matters.
It's so seldom that it's a draw, so you know I kind of figured that. Well, after the fight was done, I thought draw would maybe be the best decision, but you know I was kind of preparing myself for a loss, but I think a draw was the right decision. You know, we both gave our hearts in the cage, and yeah.
I've got to congratulate Nicholas. He's a tough fighter. We went the distance. We had a really good fight. I'm just taking experience. I'm very young in MMA. I only started in MMA 4 years ago, so you know I'm young in the game. I'm always learning. You know, I've moved myself to Brazil to continue following my dream. So I always take something from fights. I'm always learning and evolving. So you know I'm happy with tonight. You know, a few things happened, but I'm still happy.
To be honest, it was a huge thing for me to be part of this. When I started competing in mixed martial arts, Dana was still, there'll never be women in the octagon, so I definitely took a couple of moments making the walk to have a look down on my little Reebok UFC tracksuit and say, yous wouldn't have us, and now here I am making the walk, so I enjoyed every minute of it. So it's huge to be part of the first women's UFC fight in Ireland. That's amazing to me. I'm so proud of my achievement. You know, I've came from nowhere and I made this happen, so I'm happy.